In tonight's Whatever Happened To segment, a look at Americans held hostage overseas. Several viewers, like Mara Sanders on Instagram, have asked us for an update on several people, including former FBI agent Bob Levinson. Here's National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin on who's being held and why they have not yet come home.
Please help me get home. 33 years of service to the United States deserves something. Please help me.
It's been nearly 11 years since retired FBI agent Robert Levinson disappeared while investigating a cigarette smuggling ring on the island of Kish, home of Iran's Revolutionary Guard. When the Obama administration negotiated the release of 5 American hostages, Levinson was not among them.
My father was left behind in an agreement where there was a prisoner swap at the culmination and the finalization of the Iranian nuclear deal.
His family had high hopes when President Trump announced unless these Americans were released, Iran would face new sanctions.
If he makes this a priority, his skills in negotiation, his willingness to push for these issues can bring him home.
Levinson's wife and another son to the Iranian government in 2011.
Bob, I will continue to do everything I can to bring you home alive.
Just one of nearly 20 known American hostages who remain in captivity or imprisoned by hostile regimes. Siamak Namazi, a U.S. businessman, was nabbed while visiting his family 3 months after the Iran nuclear deal was signed.
My father, Bagher Namazi, was lured back to Iran from a brief trip abroad by the promise of seeing Siamak. But instead, he was also detained.
Now both are behind bars. Iran also detained Xia Wang, an American grad student from Princeton, who was researching his dissertation. His wife and 4-year-old son live in New Jersey and are trying to remain strong, thinking of him suffering in Iran's notorious Evin prison.
He has done nothing wrong. He is completely innocent. He is a history nerd. He is not a spy.
There are more than a dozen Americans held in North Korea, Turkey, Afghanistan, Syria, Mali, Yemen, and even Venezuela. Josh Holt, a Mormon missionary from Utah, is imprisoned by the Venezuelan government on trumped-up charges of weapons smuggling.
I'm very dizzy, and I can't think. My stomach hurts. Super bad. I don't know what to do.
His mother is pleading for help.
Josh sounds like he's on his deathbed to me. That is not my Josh. It's his voice, but he is pleading for help.
Some of these hostages are near death, I'm told, yet their release is not made a priority in the negotiations conducted by the Secretary of State and others. Tillerson has not named a hostage envoy yet, and those who have worked on these cases for years are frustrated. Brett?
We'll follow this. Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon. Jennifer, thank you.